Welcome to the first ever nutribullet live stream. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, where are we on? We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on everywhere. It's lovely to have you coming. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. One thing I want to say right from the outset is don't forget to leave a comment. We want you involved, we want your interaction. You can comment right the way through the whole of this hour, and what an hour we have for you. Because it's live and because you're here, we're going to give you a discount. And you're going to say, well, how do I get that then, Dean? Where do I go for that? Well, it's easy. All the details are going to be on the screen, and the first thing you need to know is the word live, because the word live to you is going to mean discount of 10%. Now, the prices at nutribullet are going to be fantastic anyway, but just by watching this, you're going to get 10% off by putting the word live in nutribullet.co.uk. I'll say it again, nutribullet.co. Oh, I did it wrong. nutribullet.co.uk, there you go. And so you can get all the details there with that live and choose the product. I've got 4 to show you. Now, whether you're a nutribullet user like me, and I've been using nutribullet for about 10 years, probably in your kitchen, you make a few smoothies with it. We're here to educate. We've got some great guests to tell you about how to use it and some of the benefits of using nutribullet. But the most important thing is a 2-year warranty. Whatever you buy today is a 2-year warranty. And big cherry on cake coming. Next day delivery, free of charge. Yes, we're going to give it to you tomorrow, so you don't even have to wait. If you're like me, proper impatient, we'll get it to you tomorrow and you can start using it. However, there's bad news. It ends at midnight tonight, so you've got, midnight tomorrow actually, midnight tomorrow to make up your minds and get some of these wonderful bargains. Here's our very first nutribullet. It's in front of me now. It is the nutribullet Portable.
Today, it's about to get personal. Today, I love my body unconditional. Today, ain't gonna be traditional. Today, it's gonna be transitional. Today, it's about to get nutritional. Today, it's about to get personal. Today, it's about to get personal.
It looks really cool, doesn't it? And it is really cool. This is the nutribullet that you're going to be able to take anywhere with you. It's got some incredible colours. It's the accessory that everyone's going to want. But let me just remind you, on the screen right now, all the details you need. Use that code LIVE to get 10% off. You have to choose a colour. It's anything you have to do. And once you've done that, remember, you're going to get free next day delivery. nutribullet.co.uk. It's on the screens right now. Free next day delivery, really, really important. Let's talk about this wonderful machine. Portability being the key, because with nutribullet you've probably got one at home. Now you can take it with you because you're so used to getting great juices and great smoothies, but having it on the go. You can charge this wherever you are. There's no cord when you are using it, but it can charge from a power bank, a computer, or maybe a USB socket if you've got the lead with you. I think with Christmas just around the corner, there's only about 70, 80 odd days to Christmas. I don't know what it is, but this is going to be the ultimate Christmas present for someone who loves to go to the gym, loves to go camping, loves to be on the go, but loves to be healthy. Here's the bad news. You've got to choose the colour. You've got either a black one, or you can have, is it turquoise we're calling this, or is it teal? We don't know. Turquoise. Light blue. What? Light blue. Light blue, says Jill. You'll hear a lot of Jill in there. She's prepping all the food for me. You hear a lot from her. She's quite shy. Not. Then we got blue, then we got purple, red, or white, okay? So they are your choices. Bit of a demo coming up, but this is going to be my first one. I love this. This is my green smoothie. Imagine I've got my ingredients. I can take it with me when I need it. I can pop it in the car, I can pop it in the fridge at work, and it's ready for me when I need it. It's my own personal nutribullet. But it's not just me that's standing here today telling you about this. It's not the millions and millions of nutribullets being sold around the world. It's also about getting people who understand fitness and understand health to help you. So we've got some guests. And my first guest is fitness and guru coach Hebe, and I think she might be on this telly screen. Hebe, hi. Hiya, honey. Now listen, I want you to tell everyone who you are, what you do, and why you love nutribullet, please.
Okay, so I am a fitness coach. I've been a fitness coach for a couple of years now, and I am primarily focused on weight loss and sustainability. I've been using nutribullet for years, the same as you, but this portable blender is the handiest thing to take into the gym I have ever seen. I literally have never thought about taking your own, protein shake into the gym. It is really good.
Now then, as a fitness coach and as someone who advises people about the fitness, what you putting into your body is as important as going to the gym, isn't it? So tell us a little bit how the nutribullet can help that, because prepping food sometimes can be a bit tough on the go.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like a lot of people just think about, the training side of things, and actually when it comes to nutrition, it really is, 60 to 70% of the issue with a lot of people, and especially with the blender. You don't just have to be taking protein shakes. You are incorporating a lot of macros into your diet with your smoothies and things like that, which is super important, keeping you full, but also keeping your body hydrated with the protein shake, but also lots of fibrous foods, which are really good for you, whole foods, and making your own sauces and things as well in these are just so handy. So yeah, you can make, you can really use a lot of, healthy and nutritious foods when it comes to blenders.
Sure.
And that's what's so great about them, really.
Yeah. Now you've got thousands of followers, obviously, that follow you to keeping fit. But until your followers, do you have just younger followers? Do you have people of all ages that follow you? And what sort of things are they asking you on a daily basis, particularly about nutrition as much as the fitness?
Yeah, I think majority of my followers are probably, I think they've kind of grown with how I've grown in age as well. So I would say that they're probably roughly around my age. But a lot of questions that people tend to ask is, it's all about on the go. It is about, how am I taking things into work? Like, I'm sat in my office right now at home. Like, I'm not having to use this in, my kitchen. And it's all about, how to work around a really busy lifestyle, whether you potentially are, kind of a junior in a corporate business, whether you might work at a gym as well, or whether you might even be at uni. I think it's on the go is so important, and I feel like quite a lot of the time it's something that us as under 30s, like under 30-year-olds, I think we are always on the go, and incorporating that nutrition is going to be vital.
I think you're absolutely right as well, and with more people working from home as well, being at the desk, it's nice to have your nutrition at the desk rather than having to stop what you're doing. You incorporate, as you were saying, incorporating it into your lifestyle, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Hebe, first of all, thank you, because I know you're really busy, for coming on and seeing us today, and thanks very much for your insights. Love to say that. And also, just to prove it again, that nutribullet is for all ages as well. It's for all people who are busy, young mums, young dads, and people going to the gym, and people who just genuinely want to have good food. So thank you so much, and hopefully we'll get to speak again sometime, yeah?
You are more than welcome. Enjoy. Bye.
Cheers, honey. Did you notice the little slight delay there? That's the thing with these type of things. Hebe, lovely Hebe. And of course, she's absolutely right. Nutrition is so important. So let's get on to nutrition. You want to see how it works? Of course you do. So I've gone for the black version here, and what we've got inside is a green smoothie, isn't it? Spinach, kiwi and orange. Jill's saying spinach, kiwi and orange. Let's get started. The thing you'll notice, amazing, cyclonic action. This is what nutribullet have built their brand on. Spinning, cutting, juicing, and what's happening is pulling down the ingredients and recirculating them back into the nutribullet to make sure that your smoothie is a smoothie and not a lumpy, because no one wants a lumpy. You want a smoothie. And timed as well, so that will go off, and with the front you have your clip. Open top, ready to... I so want to drink that now. And I promised myself I wouldn't drink any because I've got lots of work to do. That just smoothie on the go. So you can have those ingredients wherever you are. And it's really important to say that, let's think about not just work. Think about camping. When you go camping, you have to go 3 or 4 days without your precious smoothie and all your sort of wonderful drinks that you love. So not anymore. You can take the nutribullet with you anytime because it's portable. That's why they called it portable. It comes to the lead and it powers with a power bank or maybe in your computer, whatever. So just to remind you, we've got it in black, we've got it in light blue, we've got it in blue, we've got it in purple, which is going to be really, really popular. We've got it in red, and we've also got it in white, which has apparently got a breakfast smoothie with porridge in there. So if you love your porridge, but you don't have time in the morning, take it to work with you. All of those things, remember, are on the website nutribullet.co.uk. Use that code LIVE and you'll get 10% off, and we'll deliver it to you tomorrow. You will not regret this, having a NutriBullet on the go. And it's not just us that are saying this either, because we've had comments in already. Thank you so much for your comments already. It's a very, very busy afternoon, early evening. Who's this? Nicola. Nicola Dent says, love NutriBullet. It's such an amazing brand. I've had mine for years. I'm reading them on here. They're coming in live. Fabov has said, Jess852. Thanks. I've just bought a purple one. Good choice. What was it? What's in the purple one? Coffee.
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee's in the purple one. You can do whatever you want. Who's that? It's H789. I love the names, don't you? Well, I love the range of colours. Lots of happy smiley faces with the hearts on. AJ61325. I love the names. Amazing. Hardest decision was choosing the colour, and then the other ones down here for Kim. Kim Bram says, great discount, great colours. I think you're absolutely right. Remember that discount code is for 10%. And what you don't realise is you're also getting that wonderful free delivery for tomorrow. That's free 24-hour delivery. Get it tomorrow. Don't have to pay for that, because I don't know about you, I'm the first person who looks at postage. No postage, 2-year warranty, and 10% off, because you're watching the very first live NutriBullet hour here with me, Dino. It's love to be. I love him to be here. It's great having this amount of fun and being able to offer you NutriBullet. But I've got another offer. I've got something even bigger. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give stuff away. Stay tuned and you can win a NutriBullet Smart Touch blender. Jill, it's time to go. Go. Get rid of Jill because she's bringing some more stuff in. That's the next. The baby's up next. But before we go any further, I've got to tell you, let me bring this in. This is what we're winning. I'll just very quickly say the NutriBullet Smart Touch blender. We have 5 of these to give away, and at the end of this hour, all you need to do is put the word prize in your comment. If you're commenting now, do another comment if you've already done one. Put prize in, and you could win one of these. It's hot, cold, programmable. It's unbelievable, and we've got 5 to give away. And you need to stay to the end, because I will announce the winners at the end of this live stream. Okay, it's fabulous. I've got one out of the box. I'll share that later on, but stay tuned for that. Next up, we have something for all the mums and dads out there. If you've got new babies and you're really tired, but you really want your babies to have the best food possible, the NutriBullet Baby is up next. time for the baby, the nutribullet baby. Why? Now, with the nutribullet brand, as you know, you may have one right now that does all the sort of that super duper mixing and blending and stuff. But if you're a mum or a dad, and I've got 2 boys, they're older now, and of course they were babies once upon a time, feeding's really important. As we know, feeding children is really, really important. Now, if you're confused and you're someone who wants to put really great food into your babies and you want to make it yourself, fresh, nutritious baby food couldn't be easier. No additives, no preservatives, or any other bits and pieces in there. The nutribullet baby is perfect for all stages of development. So whether you've got a little tiny newborn and you feed them, or after the milk stage and that sort of thing, you can move on to really start making the food you want to make for your children and decide on what that is. Now, you can choose to make your food pureed. You can have it chunkier if you want, so that next day you can make it chunkier. How do you do that? Well, with the nutribullet, of course, you can decide when to start and stop with this. And this is going to change the way you look at baby food. It's on your screens right now. Remember, use the code LIVE to get 10%, and we're going to deliver it to you tomorrow. You can have homemade, all natural baby food quickly and easily. Now, it comes with the actual nutribullet itself, with the actual unit. You come with a mixer, which is here. You also get this little travel cup, which I absolutely adore, because you can make the food up and take it with you. So if you're going to have a weekend away or a day out, you know you've got that food that you normally give your kids. And more importantly, you get these 6 of these wonderful cups. Now, these come with date dials on, and I just want to lift one up for you. And lovely Jill's put some lovely food in. Can you see you've got a date dial, so you know, I hope you just said, it's got a little number on that in that little window there, so you can dial the date, so you know when you made it, you know when to give it to you, you know when to throw it away, pretty much. The date dial, really, really important. So if you put the code in, we'll talk about this in just a few months' time. I'm going to give this a bit of a blitz. We're going to do a live demonstration. All of that coming in with 10% off, and you can have it tomorrow as a present for Christmas, newborn. I know my brother-in-law and his missus are having their baby literally in the next week or so. So when I saw this, I thought, save them time. What's the thing you haven't got as a new parent? Time. But you don't want to sort of reduce the quality of your food. So please, that live code gives you 10% off. It also works on the entire range of the nutribullet range right now if you go to nutribullet.co.uk, but it ends tomorrow night. So midnight tomorrow, these end. So if you want to talk to someone, or maybe you want to discuss it with someone, please do that. And the 2-year warranty means that you've got all of your baby food covered for the next couple of years. Now, it was really important when we did this live stream to get some professional information and professional thoughts on this. So in just a few moments, I've got another guest, and we're going to be talking to a qualified nutritionist, Nicola, who's going to tell us a little bit more about, she's a mum, and why good food for your kids is important, and why getting it straight from your cupboard and maybe cooking it from scratch is important as well. But please do me a favour, don't stop ordering, get that code written down, maybe it's a present. It's a name and a brand. The reason here is the name and the brand nutribullet doesn't really need selling, does it? Everyone knows about it, wonders whether I should get one. We're saying yes. Can I just say one final thing before we move on? You did get an amazing user guide with this, and the user guide tells you not only how to use the product, but it gives you the stages of how to make your baby food. So it goes through stage 1, perfect period, 6 to 8 months, tasty textures, and we'll be talking about that again in a few months as well. So without further ado, let's crack on and talk to Nicola, because she's going to be here to tell us why we need to have great food with the foods. Nicola, hello! Lovely to see you. As I said before, what I'd love you to do is tell everyone who you are, and tell us what you do and why nutribullet Baby is going to be a great product for parents to own.
Sure thing. I'm a registered dietitian. I've been a dietitian for over 15 years now. I'm also mum to 2 little kids, aged 2 and 5, and I'm also the author of this book, How Not to Eat Ultra Processed. So I know firsthand, having done the research, how important it is to get whole foods into kids young. And actually the advice now is to start on vegetables. And that's why the baby blender is so good, because you can whip up, you can steam your vegetables, you can blend it down to their appropriate consistency. And like you said, you can take things on the go. And what I would say, a top tip for parents, is not to spend too long on these single vegetables, but actually to start combining. So let's say if you make a lentil bolognese, you can actually pop some in here, blend it down. And what that does is it encourages family meals, because we know that eating together as a family, role modeling, gets kids used to eating at a table, and it encourages them to try new foods as well, because kids are constantly looking up to their mums and dads. And just like you said, I love these date dials, because I'm constantly making food, putting it in the fridge, and then I have no idea when I need to throw it out. So use within 2 days.
Nicola, great advice. You know, I've got another question for you. As being a dad and having sort of a couple of older sons, do you think starting food like this at an early stage helps to kids to get into vegetables early, so when they get older they don't go through that stage of not eating this and not eating carrots and not eating greens? Do you think it's a really important way to start from literally a baby?
So what we know is the first 1,000 days from conception to age 2 is super important for their development. And what we know is that what they eat feeds their gut, that feeds their mood, their immunity, how well they do at school later on. However, babies are born with liking milk and sweet foods. So that's why it's super important to get those bitter vegetables in, things like spinach and broccoli in early. Having said that, though, kids naturally are going to refuse foods. So that's why role modeling is good. Also consistency. Having had 2 kids now, the main message I want to get across is that every child is different, but don't give up. My 2-year-old now, she ate broccoli as a 6-month-old, but just recently has been refusing. In the last 6 weeks, thanks to us constantly giving it to her, she's finally eating it. So don't give in, keep role modeling. If you do offer pureed, always offer a steamed vegetable alongside. And don't worry about being baby-led or pureed. Do a combination of the two. And then when you're blending it, the baby is more likely to take on board more nutrients. And then the steamed veg, it's about exposure and that hand-eye coordination as well.
Definitely. Okay, last question for the Nick is about top tips. I mean, obviously, being a busy mum, you've got loads of time. So it's about tips about saving time with the nutribullet baby, and a couple of little top tips while using the product you can give us, please.
I would say always cook once, eat twice. So always make more than what you need so that you can have lunch the next day. If foods are slightly warm, use the batch blender because this has got the vented lid. And for on the go, I would put this in a packed lunchbox with an ice cube to keep my food nice and chilled. And then you can just heat it up whenever you get to your destination.
Nick, absolutely superb, great advice, and then for all mums and dads out there, because I was saying earlier on in the show that it's really about time as much as anything else, because sometimes you get lazy because of time, don't you?
Yeah, but this encourages making family meals. So whatever meal you do, like a chicken curry, you can blend it down. So you don't need to give your baby a pouch or baby food whilst you're eating a proper meal, because you can blend it down in this. So that's what it's really good at encouraging, not only from first tastes, but those family meals as well. And I would use this for smoothies as well. Now my kids are a little bit older.
That's a great point, actually. I was going to say, you don't just have to use it for baby foods, because it's got the technology in there to carry on to make smoothies. Nikki, thank you so much. It's been really sort of classic information, but a lot of people don't actually realise it. And don't forget to check a book out as well, which is also great. Thanks for being with us. And next up, we've got some demos for you. So then, thank you very much to Nicola for that last part. It's all getting really busy in here. I just want to make sure you understand how to use the nutribullet. It's the same sort of technology that you'd find in maybe one you've had for years and years, but with this, like she said, use the vented top. You can actually take the top off and add ingredients when you want to by taking the top out, or you can put them in. Like lovely Jill's done. What have we got? Carrots?
Just carrots.
Let's have some carrots. Carrot puree. It's one of the things you can add, you don't have to have any salt in there, there's have to have additive in there. Everything in here is completely natural. Water and carrots at the end of the day. And just think, if you're really, really busy, we're always at home in the Wilson household cooking great food now. But even when our sons were young, it was very important to do that. But time is the issue. But when you've got the nutribullet baby, it happens in seconds. And so literally, if I take this out and take the top off, what you're going to have inside here is the most beautiful, I don't know if you can see inside there, I'll hold it down. This wasn't meant to happen, but most beautiful pureed carrot, which is beautiful, which I won't pour out because I get it all on the desk. Remember, as Nikki said, you've got your 6 pots, so you can pre-prepare. You can pre-prepare your meals, so you're not giving your child maybe a pouch food or something you're not quite sure about, or something someone else has said is good for your kids. They're on the go, and you've also got your little cuppy there as well. But I just want to revisit this other quickly, because this is the 3-stage of baby food to help you make your baby food. So if this is your first baby, you're still learning, as we all did back in the day, you can go to the user guide, you can get everything you need, plus all the instructions on how to use this as well. but you need to get it ordered. Don't forget, the code on the screen is live. Use live to get 10%. Use live to go to the website nutribullet.co.uk so you can grab this nutribullet baby and start making your own food. Now, obviously, as Nicola said, you could also do smoothies in this. It doesn't mean you just have to use it for baby food. You can do a smoothie. You can start making chunkier food and progress into those grown-up meals that we want our children to own. But all I'll say to you first of all is grab this while you can. And when you come to wash this, remember a lot of these you can rinse it under the tap, you put it in the dish if you want to, but I tell you what we do with our nutribullet, because of course it's the same as you go across all of the brands. It's literally washed under the sink, ready to go for the next time. But of course you've got your little stand as well, so this could go in the fridge with your food in. And I must reiterate, the most important part about this is knowing when you made this food, because fresh food of course has the ability maybe to go off quicker, so you've got your little date window, so you know when you've made it, you know when to use it, and you know when to throw it away. But you don't want to be doing that. Don't waste food. God, if I said that, if my missus is watching, he said throw it away. Wasting food. We don't waste food, do we, Jill? We do not. We do not waste food. That's how Jill said. So she said it right here. Let me remind you, this is all part of our amazing 1 hour. I've got to skip on because I've got 2 more products still to show you, but I'd love you to get your NutriBullet baby. And it's not just us that are saying this. I'm going to keep getting loads of comments on the live show. It's a live stream. It's the first one we've ever done. So bear with us. Who's to say? Is it Jimmy Spore says, this would be perfect for my friend's baby who's just started to get into solids. Yeah, because you don't have to sort of have it pure, do you? Is it Vanessa? Is it Vanessa? Oh, I don't know. Can't wait for to get my hands on this. And Princess Millie says, so handy for the first time mum, where the little guide is there to help you too. Yeah, it is. The guide is actually superb. I'm going to say I looked through this and it gives you important safeguards on the actual machine, but then it goes into actual recipes and the system, how to use it and how to puree, leave it chunky, whatever you need to do. That is an absolute vital thing. But remember, there's more recipes and more guide on the website at nutribullet.co.uk if you want to go and do that as well. Last thing to say before we move on, live is the word, okay? What did she say? That Vanessa? That's her name. Oh, Vanessa, I can only apologise. I've never seen it spelt. Mate, is that spelt with 2 E's or 4 E's? 4 E's. Who knew? Okay, so thank you very much for your comments. Keep the comments coming in, and remember, you put the word prize in. I'll talk about that in just a second. Stick the word prize in as well, and you could be winning a prize at the end of this hour. More of that in just a second. Shall I do it now? I'll do it now. Should I do it now? Let me do it now. Yeah, let's do the giveaway. I'm going to do it now. I don't care. I'm running rogue now. They said don't let him go rogue. But watch this. I took it out of the box. Stay there. Look. Hang on. It's stuck to... Hey, it didn't stick. If you put the word prizing at the end of this hour, the first live stream from NutriBullet, to say thank you for being with us, you could win one of these. 5 people could win the NutriBullet Smart Touch Blender. Full-size jug. You've got hot and cold on here as well. This is the sort of thing that you're seeing in your cafes and all your restaurants, etc. You can have one of these in your home just by leaving a comment for my first show. Dino here, by the way. Just put the word prize in. This could be yours. It is free and it happens in about half an hour's time. I'll put it back over there now. Yes, if you'd like to win the NutriBullet... I forgot what it's called. What's it called? Jill, I forgot. Smart Touch. I forgot what it was called. NutriBullet Smart Touch. Don't forget to word prize in your comment. Loads of comments coming through. Thousands of people coming through this afternoon. We are so grateful. So thank you so much. It's our first one. Hope you're enjoying it. We've still got 2 more to do. And I've got to my sort of favourite bit. And I'll tell you why. Because This is the brand new up-to-date version. This is the nutribullet 600 starter kit. This is the one I've had at home for years and years. Mine's a different colour, but do you know what? I want to get into nuts and bolts of this, because this is the machine that not only does the blending, but it does so many other things as well. So much so, I had to say, could you bring in a few of my favourite things that I don't think, oh, I didn't know you did that. I said, yes, I did. So stay tuned, because it's coming up next. Welcome back, my name's Dino and we are celebrating everything nutribullet in this hour with amazing deals, including that live. I know I'm going on about it, but it saves you money, 10% when you put live into your order when you go to nutribullet.co.uk on all the products you're seeing this afternoon. And this deal ends at midnight tomorrow. Plus, you're going to get free next day delivery. Yeah, you know that sort of site you normally go to and get everything the next day. You put the word in, it gets it. That's the same with us. We are going to send it next day. So now we're talking. Well, we're talking nutribullet. We're talking something that doesn't need an introduction. I think for most offices, I came to the offices today here, and there's a nutribullet there. And a lot of other places that I work, everywhere there's a nutribullet. Why? Because people love fresh food, they love smoothies. But I think it does so much more than you realise. Protein shakes, iced coffees, even my favourite thing. Can I do my favourite thing first? Can I?
Yes.
Can I do it? Look. Coffee. Now I'm not a massive coffee snob on anything, but every now and then I like to buy my beans. You get lots of blades in there. You get blades with that cyclonic action, but you also get a blade to grind coffee. Now this is going to be really loud, so I am going to not say anything when I'm doing this, but I'm going to say, if you love your coffee, whether you love cafetières, whether you have espresso, or whether you have all the other coffees, whatever you're making, you can grind it down to suit your style. You ready? Wait, a bit longer. I know when. Wait, that cyclonic action. Hang on, I said I wasn't going to talk and I completely lied, didn't I? That cyclonic action, why I love it, it pulls the coffee down. What other coffee grinders do, in my opinion, they grind it and you have to do this. And you have to keep banging. Not with the nutribullet. The cyclonic action pulls it out, pushes it, pushes it, and so you get a perfect grind. Now that for me is I'd say about a cafetiere grind for me. I'd have that absolutely perfect. Now obviously, if you're wanting for recipes and that sort of thing, you do coffee, but don't forget your classic smoothies, whatever you love. Whether you're making smoothies, whether you're preparing food, whatever it may be. I'm doing it, I don't care. I'm doing it. They're saying, can you move on please? No, I can't. Because I want to do this. Because Jill spent ages doing all this and prepping all this food. Alan's got a smoothie. Which one's this, yeah?
Sunshine. Sunshine smoothie.
Sunshine smoothie, just for me?
Yes.
Or for you? Sunshine smoothie. Now, you tell me anywhere else you're going to get. All right, I'm going to. Oh God! Look inside there. Look, quick. Smoothie. I've got to go because I've got a guest and she's waiting on the phone. It's very rude to leave people at the door, isn't it? So let's go on because we've been talking to our guest, trying to help us understand why we need a nutribullet in our lives. Christian, specialist dietitian. Now, I recently been talking to dietitians. I won't bore you with the details, but I've had to, and I've found out so much more about food than I realised. So, Christian, are you there? There she is. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello,
I'm going to ask the
I'm
same
here.
questions that I asked Deborah. And basically, who are you? Because people don't know. What do you do? And also, I want to know top tips and reasons why I should have something like a nutribullet in my life.
Yes, of course. So I'm a qualified nutritionist. I'm all about gut health, and I've been using my nutribullet for the last few years. I'm absolutely obsessed, and it just makes healthy eating so much easier, especially for someone like me who's always on the go. I can just make a smoothie, or even make something like a soup and actually take it with me in the car, or just makes my life so much easier. So this is perfect for basically anyone who's busy, who just maybe is kind of new to healthy eating and maybe new to the gym or something and just wants to fuel themselves better. I think it's so important right now, especially as we kind of head into the winter, colder, darker months. Your body needs so many more nutrients to keep itself healthy. So this is a great way to kind of just jam pack your body with nutrients and get in as much as possible.
And it's about convenience, isn't it, as well? Because we're living in a convenience world, and the convenience world's had a bit of a bad press because we don't like the word. But actually, nutribullet can make convenience food really healthy.
Absolutely. It's kind of like healthy fast food, really, because you're popping all your fruits and veggies in there, you're whipping it up for literally 30 seconds. That's all it takes, really. And then you can take it on the go. So yeah, healthy fast food. I like that concept.
Now, would you say, people, we know about supplements and the benefits of supplements. Would you say, that from a dietitian's point of view, that if I'm getting the right sort of food, I don't need as many supplements?
Yeah, so I really like to preach a kind of healthy, balanced diet. And if you're eating all the healthy food groups, you're getting in enough carbohydrates, you're getting in healthy fat, you're getting healthy proteins in, and you're getting in a lot of variety as well, different types of foods too. You shouldn't need supplements apart from a vitamin D supplement. So that's the only thing I recommend between the month of October, so from today up until the end of March. So that period of time, that is when everyone in the UK needs to take a vitamin D supplement. Anything else, you could consider maybe an omega-3 supplement if you don't really eat much oily fish. But if you have a good quality, balanced diet and you tend to really eat everything, you shouldn't need a supplement. Maybe, you can add in a protein supplement here and there if you want, but just a vitamin D, that's all I would say everyone needs right now in the UK.
That's some great advice. So you'll be happy to know I've taken all my vitamin D right now, so I'm all over that, because the weather in the UK is pretty awful, isn't it? But I think so much it's about making food fun as well, because sometimes you can have a few bits of leftovers and things that you would ordinarily think about throwing away. With a nutribullet, I think it's a great way of making food fun and also to save food as well.
Yeah, absolutely. More so on the making food fun. I love to make things like smoothie bowls with loads of bright colours. It's great for kids as well. If your kids don't like to eat their fruits and veggies and you're really struggling with that, make a bright pink smoothie bowl or a bright purple smoothie bowl with your blueberries in there. Add some granola on top, some fresh fruit, some sprinkles of desiccated coconut. Make it pretty and make it fun and enjoyable. And it just makes sticking to healthier eating so much easier as well when you do that.
Well, Christian, thank you so much for being with us. It's really lovely you took your time out today. I know there's thousands of your followers that follow you every day. Don't forget to follow Christian for more advice about nutrition and all your diets and things. And hopefully we'll see you again, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Cheers. There you go. You're welcome. There's that thing again. It's the delay thing, and I can't get used to it. I need a cloth, I think, as well. I've spilled some. If you want to get hold of yours, remember the discount code is on the screens right now. It's live, L-I-V-E, like us, live right now, and you get 10% off at checkout, which is available at nutribullet.co.uk. I'm going to pour this in just to prove the point. What was this again? Can I drink this? Can I have a little? I need a little break. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little pour. This is the one at Sunshine. What's in this?
Carrot juice and pineapple and ginger. You love
ginger. This has got carrot and ginger, and she said you'll love this one. So what's this? Is what I love about. Oh, look at this. There you go. Absolutely superb. Super smooth, no lumps, sarconic action, lots of grinding and lots of cutting going on. And I am actually going to taste this. Don't look like that, Jill. It's going to be great. Oh, that's really nice. Can I stop now? Do I have to do another one? Oh my word! Put that. I'm having that under there. That's mine. Can I just say, thank you very much for being involved with the show. It's our first live one. We weren't really sure it was going to go, but it's going particularly well. And thank you to, is it Mayam? Who says it? Mayam? I'm going to get all these names wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm a great fan of nutribullet, and Stacey Hill too. Says, my sister has one and she loves it. Good. What? It's right, your sister. What about you? You need to buy yourself one. And then Princess Millie says, could make my own coffee latte. You could. Coffee beans and get into coffee in a completely different way. I've made this not look good. Stick your coffee on the top, but stick your code on checkout live and get yourself one of these amazing machines. Now remember, two things to remember. Not only do you get that 10% off, you also get, I'm going to lean forward and say this, next day delivery for free. We're not going to charge you to deliver to home for tomorrow. And if you've forgotten someone's birthday and it's tomorrow, we've sussed it. We've got your presents for you because it'll be there tomorrow, and a 2-year warranty as well. This is a full-size blender. This is going to come with all the cups that you need. It's going to come with so many things that you are not expecting. When I unpacked mine, it came with more than I expected. However, if you buy this and leave a comment, you never know, you could win yourself another one. I'm going to move it to one side. Are we doing this now? Nod your head in there, Alex. We are going to give you the opportunity to win. I'll get the box. I won't do the machine. I get to win one of these, which is, I've probably got the camera wrong. This is the nutribullet Smart Touch Blender. 5 people in about 15 minutes time are going to win one of these. All you need to do is leave a comment, and the comments I've been reading out, put word prize in, and you could be one of the lucky winners. And I will read them out at the end. It's not one of those weird ones that you will never know and someone rings you up later on. I personally, Dino, will let you know at the end of this hour if you've won or not. Just imagine that. This has got intelligent programming, multiple speeds, powerful performance. Can you tell that I haven't prepped this one? 1500 watts of power and a 1.8 litres of capacity, which is hot and cold and frozen stuff and everything. So I'll put that down there, and we are moving on because we've got one more thing to show you. Now, if you're someone who goes, I don't want to check it out before I do anything, I don't want to buy one of the whole kit. How about a starter kit, Dino? You got it. Yeah, that's not good for my heart, this, you know. Jill and I were having a conversation earlier, and Jill's doing all this lovely food and she's prepping everything. I said, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do it? I tell you we do it because we love it. And you're going to love our final product of the hour. Please, please, please remember that all of these products have a 10% off for this hour only, plus free next day delivery. I can't say that enough, and a 2-year warranty as well. Now, the Magic Bullet Starter Kit is a little bit different because we're talking about smoothies, and the nutribullet range, of course, has lots and lots of different blenders for different reasons. This is more for someone like us at home. We love making our own pestos and salsa. Instead of going to a shop and buying them, now they're going to be good in a lot of shops, but isn't it great when you can pick up a recipe and go to your phone and Google, well, I'll do a salsa. And my other, Mrs. Dean would call it. Mrs. Dean's very good at it. She goes, and she goes, I'll do my own. I'll make my own pesto. And this is where this comes in. So more than being just a magic, a nutribullet for smoothies and eating and all the things we've been talking about in the last 45 minutes, this is your food prep. This is the one that goes in the kitchen where instead of going, where's that blender thing? Where's that chopper thing I had? It's in the back. You leave this out and this will do all of your processing. Blend, chop, mix, dice, grind, you name it. Here's a little bit of information before we get started. I know. She's going, press down if you want to pulse it. Oh, I know, love. Now, next up, I love Italian food. It's one of my favourite foods ever. I mean, I love being... Which way, stop? I'm going to move this. Is that the right way? Hang on. No, it's this way. This way. There you go. You told me the wrong way. You told me to put it up, and it was the wrong place. Food processing in one machine. Blend, chop, mix, whip, dice and grind. They're the things I'm going to say to you. Have a look at this. I'm going to push the button in just a second. Lock-on mode for hands-free. So if you want to lock this and just let it blend, you can. But you can also use this in a pulse action. You can make soups, salad dressings, smoother textures, thick textures. And just all you simply do is put all your ingredients in your nutribullet jug like you normally would, and you put the lid on. You get it in its position so it's ready to go. Now you can either pulse, and do it now. So if the recipe's saying pulse into a certain, texture, you can do that, can't you? This one. Or you can just go. Now this is a pesto. If you've got the basil, you've got pineapple in here, you've got garlic in here, you've got olive oil in it, lemon. No lemon, Jill. Anyway, there's no lemon in this one, but pesto, and then you make your own pesto pasta. I made a chicken pesto pasta for my son the other night, bit of cream in it, put the pesto in, cook the pasta, threw it all together, absolutely gorgeous. But you know what? Making your own pesto and making your own sides and salad dressings, especially in the summer, chopping onions, you're not going to get any tears when you've got onions inside there, are you? Because there's nowhere for it to go apart from here. Now, obviously, with the pulse, you can chop your onions as coarsely or as fine as you want. And if we were saying earlier about hiding food into stews, you could pulse some of the onions and get rid of them so the kids don't know it's in there. Now, if you want to buy one of these, this is specifically for the kitchen. All the kitchen lovers, the chefs, the cooks, the people who love to make food, and food's massive. If you're a foodie like I am, this is definitely the one for you. You have a 10% off if you put the code LIVE in. Remember today, right the way through this whole of this hour, this works right now, but it's only until midnight tomorrow. Free delivery. Now for me, that is a perfect Christmas gift. Everyone has a kitchen, everyone eats, a lot of people love food, but they love to do it themselves. The feeling that you're making your own food and bringing your own food to the table from scratch is lovely, particularly things like dressings and sauces. Free next day delivery on this one, remember, and a 2-year warranty, so please take advantage. So it's time for our final guest. This is one I've been looking forward to, actually. We're going to be speaking to Danny in just a few seconds. Now, he's a recipe developer, and he's the sort of thing he'd love this. Vegan food, travel, fitness influencer, and he's known as Danny Long. I want to say it like why don't I do it like wrestling? Danny Longlegs, you there, Danny?
Yeah, how you doing, mate? I'm good, thanks.
Good to see. I'm good, my friend. Just very quickly, tell the people at home who you are. I've just told them who you are, but what's your thing, and why do you love the nutribullet, particularly with the type of food? Because you do a lot of plantain recipes, don't you?
Yeah, I'm Danny Longlegs, and obviously thank you for the amazing intro. Love that. I do a lot of recipes, a lot of plant-based recipes. So for me, the Magic Bullet is perfect, especially with the pulsing action, because you can get a really good texture when it comes down to things like doing jollof paste, or if you want to do like a hummus, you can pulse it to get the perfect texture.
Do you know what? I haven't even thought of hummus, Danny. That's I love hummus. And again, texture-wise, you go to different places and it's all a different type of texture and different taste. Making food at home is so important. Give us one of your favourite recipes using the nutribullet. What's something you've done recently that people might love at home?
Okay, yesterday, so I did a spaghetti bolognese. You're thinking, well, you don't need a nutribullet. However, if you're using fresh tomatoes, courgettes, onions, garlic, basil, throw it all in the blender, blend it up, chuck it in with your plant-based mince or mushrooms, and then fresh ingredients rather than using store-bought jars. So yeah, it's really easy, really simple to use, and you get all the flavours.
That sounds like using less stuff in the kitchen as well, Danny. You know, the less stuff you use, the less stuff you have to wash up.
Yeah, that's perfect for me. Especially, this is such an easy thing to wash as well. You literally just rinse it afterwards, and that's it. Bob's your uncle, it's done.
Now, I don't know about you. I know I've noticed on your when you're on your Instagram and on I know you're an influencer. I know you get the kids involved a lot. How important is it to get kids involved? Because with supervision, this is something the kids can, chop their own food and get involved with the cooking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Kids love making smoothies. I think their favourite is banana, mango, and sometimes a bit of papaya in there. But I think they just love the action of it pulsing, the loud blending. Yeah, and it's great, it's nutritious, and it's really easy to use. So yeah, get the kids involved all the time.
Just tell me, from some top tips then. I know you just sort of talked about using the nutribullet for chopping and things like that. Is it something you generally have out, or do you put in the cupboard? Because I know some people are guilty of putting these things in the cupboard and they never use them. You've got to leave it out, haven't you, surely? Nah, you can't put a nutribullet in your cupboard. That's criminal. I mean, I've got two. I've got the Magic, you can see here, and then my main one is over in the corner there. That one I use for making milk mainly, and for like paste, I'll roast loads of vegetables and then blend it in there afterwards. And this one, the Magic bullet, I normally use for smoothies and things like hummus or like salad dressing. So I always keep mine up. There's no point putting it away. So that's a top tip. Keep your nutribullet on the side. Don't put it in the cupboard. Do you know, I love that top tip. Just keep it out, because it's out of sight and out of mind. And he's just showing off there with your range of nutribullets. I think he's actually got the prize drawer in his kitchen. I think you've actually got the prize drawer in the kitchen, haven't you? Nice one. Well, Danny, keep doing what you're doing. We love what you're doing. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's a lovely insight, especially to different types of cooking as well. So keep what you're doing, and we'll see you next time. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, nutribullet. Cheers, High Street TV. Guys, make sure you keep out your nutribullet. Don't put it in a cupboard.
That's the thing we're going to take away from Danny. Not only try different foods, get the kids involved, but keep it out, because you can't see it, you won't use it. Right then, it's been a busy hour. Let's see what people have been saying and send us some comments. Thank you so much. My name's Dino. We're here with nutribullet for the first live stream we've ever done. Very, very busy. And remember that 10% off when you use that live code. Who we got on there? Is it Mayam? Hello, Mayam. She said, love the nutribullet, all the range. Love the 2-year warranty as well, the next day delivery. Wow, you're welcome. Jamuzara, I think, said, haven't got a nutribullet, and this live demo has shown me how versatile they are. Perfect for soups and spoons, and even blending my coffee beans for a perfect Americano. Good choice. Just don't put any milk in it and spoil it. This is a fantastic prize. I know we're coming up to that very, very soon. We better get on with it. And last one is, what happens? What's that? What happens after? Oh, I don't know. It's something like that. Anyway, great prize for a model that does all this. I think you're absolutely right. Thank you very much. Now, I would read all of them, but I would just be standing here looking at the screen, reading messages and comments all evening, but we haven't got time. And the time check, is it 5:02? Okay, it's 5:02. So let's just recap then what we've got here. We've got something, as Danny said, you need to leave out. Whether you want to make a pesto, whether you want to make a soup, whether you want to chop onions and basically prep with this. This is your kitchen nutribullet. This is your little friend. This is your little prep friend that you have out. So no more tears with the onions. Perfect for things like hummus. What a great hummus, Jill. We didn't do hummus, did we? We'll do hummus next time. We love a bit of hummus. I love a bit of chili in the hummus. It's quite nice. Bit of flatbread. And it's going to be absolutely superb for the whole of the family. I've got to move this one side because it's getting very close to the end, and I've got to bring my big friend in. No, it's not who you think it is. This could be the prize in the next few minutes. You've got about 3 minutes. How long have we got? 3 minutes? 3 minutes left. You could be winning this amazing nutribullet. It does hot, cold, it ice. Literally, you need. Danny's got one, and if he's got one, then you need to get one. And in a few moments' time, I'll be reading out 5 names. I hope we've got the 5 names. I can see people rushing around, and then in the offices in there through the glass, they're running around trying to sort out the names. You are, aren't you? I can tell. But we've got 5 names coming. Stay with us. You could be the person to. No comment. Who's going? Are we doing it now? Have we got? Are they them? Are they the winners? Shall I do it now? Oh my! I've got to do it now. Ready? Drum roll. Oh, but he said throw to VT instead. There you are. We literally have moments left. So there you go. That is what you could win. And these are the winners. How long have I got? About 2 minutes, minute and a half, something like that. Anyway, let's do the winnings. Are you ready? If you've been watching the show and you've been messaging in with the word prize, you could be winner. The first winner of one of these is Charlie444 on Instagram. Congratulations. Franny LR on Instagram, congratulations. Princess Millis on TikTok, congratulations. We've got Emma Betty 2023 on Instagram, congratulations. And is that Adam Cutters at the end there? I don't know where you're on. You might be on Instagram, you might be on TikTok, I don't know. But Adam Cutters, you've won yourself a nutribullet Smart Touch blender just for being part of the nutribullet first live stream. Put that on the floor, stick that over there. How long have we got? 2 minutes to feel. Oh, come on, bring me the salad. See, we knew that. Jill and I knew that I'd have a bit of time to feel because I'd go a bit early.
Have your dinner.
And I thought I'd have my dinner because I've made the pesto, so I did a nice salad, okay, with a bit of rocket and tomatoes. And obviously, being a healthy guy that I am, being here for this last hour, I'm sweating like you wouldn't believe. And all I'm going to do is just literally drizzle my beautiful pesto over. We've gone miles too early, haven't we? We've gone miles too early. I don't care. Stick over there, and that is fresh and grip. Go on, tell me. Oh, Princess Billy, I've just found out that Princess Billy that you've just won one of our lovely nutribullet Smart Touch blenders. It's your birthday. It's only your blooming birthday. That's fantastic news. You've won yourself one of these on your birthday. We're all happy for that, aren't we? Happy birthday! We're saying happy birthday to Princess Millie's. Well done. That couldn't have worked out better for us, because anyway, I hope that's empty anyway. So congratulations on your birthday. Right. Actually, they're telling me some serious stuff now. You need to DM who? Go on. Right, okay. All the winners, could you DM nutribullet UK? So if you send a direct message to nutribullet UK, this is really serious, you want your prize, we just need you to go and claim it now because we don't know where you live and stuff. Can't just randomly send it to you. So if you could DM nutribullet UK, tell them your name, we've got them all written down, they know they're expecting your call, they're expecting your message, and we will get that boxed up, wrapped up. And we're going to try and get it to them next day if we can. We're going to try and get it to us ASAP as soon as we possibly can. I'll put you on the spot there, won't I? No, I'm not doing that, So we'll get to you as soon as we possibly can. The sooner you get in touch with us at nutribullet, the sooner we can send you your prize, ladies and gents. It only leaves me to say, my name's Dino. This has been the very first live nutribullet live stream. Reminder, use the live code, it gets you 10% off. It ends tomorrow midnight. It's midnight tomorrow, isn't it? That it ends, so you've got plenty of time to talk to your partner or talk to your friend or have a little, I'm not sure what I should do. But don't miss out on that 10%. And more importantly, it's the free next day delivery. So if you've literally been caught out and it's someone's birthday, like Minnie's birthday tomorrow, and you're thinking, I haven't got a gift, you get them the Smart, for example, for their home, or maybe get them the baby because it suits them because they've just had a baby. There's something for everyone. And I'm trying to get this in my mouth, it keeps giving me, I'll read out the winners again. All right, I'll do it again. Is it Charlie444 for TikTok, Franny LR from Instagram, Princess Millie, of course, TikTok. We've got Emma Betty 2023 on Instagram. I'm reading it on here. And Adam Cutters, and we don't know where he is. He's probably on some sort of social media, but we know you're there, matey, and we know you're there. Thank you so much. It's been an incredible hour. Thanks to all my wonderful guests as well. They've been superb because it gives a little insight into nutrition. It gives a little insight into how you can use nutribullet in your daily life. Now obviously I can't take a mouthful of this yet because we haven't got enough time, but they're going to count me down soon, aren't they, to get out of here, so you can go to the website and start ordering yours. But whatever you do, take your time, get the right message in, but always remember one thing. If you think blending and you think food, think nutribullet. Okay, think nutribullet. See you next time. Ta-da.